Hey guys, Chronically Spaced here, and today I am finally going to do the thing that I've been threatening to do for a long time. I'm going to tell you guys about Casey's character and his backstory. So, first of all, I changed his outfit, so I figured I would go ahead and show it to you guys. He is wearing this really cute shirt. I think I got it from Honey BJD, maybe. It's got like a little octopus screen print on it. I love it. He's got his little bag that I bought from Lorti secondhand. And then he's got on his camo pants that I also got from Lorti. And his little sneakers. So, and I styled his wig. I use the term styled loosely because I didn't really do that much to it. But I bought some little hair ties, so I gave him a little ponytail that has gotten a bit messed up, but yeah. So he's got a little ponytail, because that's how his character wears his hair a lot in the stories. He just like pulls it back so he doesn't have to worry about it. Okay, so Casey's character slash backstory. I'm going to attempt to make this as brief as possible. So I'm going to give you guys like the Cliff Notes version of his character. He's just been around for so long. He's such a well-established character. If I try to tell you guys everything about him, it would take me like hours and hours and hours. Like, yeah. He has had many different backstories. His current one is the one I will tell you about. It kind of has elements of some of his older alternate backstories, but this is the one that we are going with. So, okay, so just some general information. Casey is 23 years old in the story, and he is an artist. As far as his, oh my god, is that Chico? Hey, Chico, what are you doing? Come here. Go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah, go lay down. As far as his personality goes, I would say he's generally a cheerful person. He likes to be happy. He likes to be friendly, and the only thing is that sometimes he tends to use his cheerful personality as a mask for what he's really feeling. So you can never really be sure if he's actually okay or if he's just really faking it, like doing a good job of faking it. When he was younger, he was really shy and he wasn't really good at approaching people, but now that he's older, he is really friendly and outgoing, and he likes to make new friends and meet new people. I have written down he's a chronic overreactor. Casey is well known for blowing things out of proportion and like freaking out about something when it's not that big of a deal. It's not like an obnoxious thing, it's just kind of like, he's very dramatic. And most people find it endearing, but some people probably find it like intensely annoying. So Casey's beyond the point of hiding what he thinks. If he thinks something, he is happy to share that with the rest of the class. He is also just unabashedly honest. He doesn't really see much point in deception. He is kind of like too lazy to make up lies about stuff. He'll just be like, yeah, this is what I think, here's how it is. But not really in a mean way. He just doesn't really like to mess around with like coming up with falsehoods and that kind of thing. He's an honest dude. And sometimes he wouldn't even think to lie. Like somebody would ask him a question that some people might lie about, but he just spits out the truth without really thinking about any other option. Casey's very uncomfortable with serious conversations. He prefers to joke around. Humor is his defense mechanism. He usually engages in a lot of banter with his friends, and he doesn't like to talk about sad things or serious things. He kind of bottles those up or tries to deal with them through humor. He's very loyal. He's very protective of the people he cares about. So he will defend his friends pretty much to the death. He will defend their honor. He will protect the people he cares about. He's not really tough. He's not good at fighting. But he will definitely do what he has to protect the people he cares about. And if it comes down to blows, then he will scrap with the best of them. He might get his ass beat, but he will still try. Casey can have a temper. I think it goes along with his propensity for overreacting. And he can be very stubborn. But the good side of his stubbornness means that he's also very determined, and when things get hard, he doesn't like to give up. He is willing to fight through to the end to see things through. Casey is for the most part a good person. He's a kind person. He has a loving heart, and I think because he's known hardship in his life, he likes to try to be there for people who are in need. He doesn't have a lot to give other than just moral support or a nice word here and there, or you know, whatever he can, but he tries to do what little things he's able to do to help people who need help. As for his backstory, I'm going to try really hard to not get this mixed up. It's really easy for me to confuse the details in my head, but Casey grew up in a small town. He had a pretty normal childhood, not really anything exciting to speak of, just whatever comes with growing up in a small town, which is not a lot. I grew up in a small town, it's pretty boring, so nothing traumatic or weird or, you know, anything like that. And then when he got into junior high, he started to sort of come into himself as realizing he likes art, and he's not the most masculine person, as you can see, so he started getting bullied, and it led to him sort of finding his niche with the art group at the school, but he also started getting influenced into doing, he started smoking pot, and then he started doing harder drugs. He started doing cocaine. And one of the people who was influencing him was a boy named Shay. They got into a relationship, and after a while his parents caught him with Shay, and there was a huge, explosive, just falling out pretty much. His family was super religious and not at all accepting of the fact that he is a homosexual man. So Casey's very bad with confrontation, and apparently instead of staying and facing his family and all of the hardship that was going to be there, because basically he was told either you give up this lifestyle or you're not our son anymore, he decided that he was just going to run away. So he took whatever money he had, which was not a lot, and he got as far away as he could, which was the nearest big city. And I don't really know what city it is, and I didn't really plan out where. I don't really think it's a real place. I think it's just kind of like generic big city. In my mind it resembles New York a lot, but it's not necessarily New York City. So Casey got a job as a busboy, and he was trying to sell his artwork on the side because what he really wanted to do was be an artist and succeed through his art. And his life didn't really take any upward turns. He kept on abusing drugs and making bad friends and making bad choices, and he was pretty much at rock bottom. And then he met a guy by the name of Michael, and they fell in love, and they were really happy for probably, I would say maybe 5 months, half a year. And then Mike was diagnosed with cancer. So Casey spent the next few months trying to take care of Mike, and at this point Mike had helped him clean up his life. He'd got him off the drugs and gotten him a steady job, because Casey was always between jobs before that. Things were going good, but when Mike got sick, it all just kind of came crashing down. He started using again, and he lied to Mike about it because he didn't, you know, want him to worry or to be upset about it. And so unfortunately Mike passed away, and Casey was left with this huge guilt because he knew that Mike died thinking he was clean and that he was going to be okay, but he was just a mess again. After Mike died, Casey went into a deep depression. He turned to heroin because the cocaine was not giving him the release and the escape that he needed. And he tried to commit suicide. He was found by one of Mike's friends who had been checking on him, and he ended up going to rehab. He was there for a couple months, and then as soon as he got out, he went right back to the drug. Some time went by, and eventually he met a man by the name of Joseph, and they became friends, and eventually they started dating, and Joe gave him like the best tough love ever that he needed. He got him off the drugs for permanent, and really helped Casey turn his life around. He convinced Casey to get his GED, and so they ended up breaking up, but it was like, it was a very normal kind of relationship. Like, it was a mutual thing. It was good. It was a healthy thing for Casey to have that normal experience with the relationship. So that was good. And after that, he found a night job, and he kept on painting. And even though things were kind of hard, he was much happier and he was doing okay. And this is the point in his life where he met Nathaniel, Haido's character. And basically they ended up falling in love, and a lot of crazy things happened, and I'm not going to tell you about that because, for one, I don't want to tell you about Nathaniel because that's Haido's job. And also, I don't want to tell you the whole story because then I'll ruin it if we ever decide to make it a novel, which we really want to. So, but basically, Casey finds out Nate isn't human and that there's something crazy going on in the world, and he gets pulled into this whole supernatural saga. And it's craziness, awesomeness, sadness, drama, 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 drama. But he is a cool dude. He has had a hard life, but he keeps a good outlook, and I love his character. So, I hope you guys like him too. Sorry if that was too rambly and too much crap you don't care about, but I tried to keep it short. So, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!